Hello, everyone. I see a lot of highs. Hi, Shivam. Hi, Aman. Hi, Jaspreet. Hi, Bhavya. How are you? Thank you for joining this session. I think it's going to be really, really informational. So, get your questions ready because we'll be answering so many different questions that you might have. Yeah, सुबह सुबह ही आ गए हम. Hi, Saurabh. Hi, Lovepreet. Hi, Puneet. Thank you for joining to each and every one of you. Hi, Ravinder. So, do you have, yeah, get your questions ready related to co-op program. Thank you, Gurbaksh uncle. Happy Raksha Bandhan. Thank you, same to you. Hi, Krupa. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Sahil. So, thank you so much once again for joining. We have our special guest who will be answering, and obviously, I'll be answering a lot of your questions as well. So, we both will be answering your questions related to co op. So, yeah, since I get a lot of questions related to co-op program, how to get into co-op program, how much you can earn, and how to basically the skills that you need to succeed in the co-op program. So we'll talk about that. Okay. Thank you, Mandy. Hi, Shivam. Hi, Dia. Okay, so right now it's like 10 a.m. in Canada here. Because Arshpreet is asking what time it is in Canada, so it's 10 a.m. Okay, so let's get started with our today's session. So we have with us with our specialist from BeyondVisa who will also help me answer your questions related to co-op program. So I want to introduce them. I'll just add them to the stream. So here he is.
Hello, everyone.
So, yeah, so we are all ready to get started with the co op program. First of all, would you like to let us know a little bit more about the co op program and your Skills to Succeed program that helps students in the co op program?
Great. Thank you. Yeah, co-op program, I would say in this modern world when the employers have different expectations from their workforce. So co-op program is like a sandwich. The bread slices are your study that you do in your university, and the meat is actually your co-op. So that is that prepares that is very flavorsome. If I could, if it I could use that analogy. So yeah, so that sandwich that makes with a combination of your work experience and your classroom learning, it's a great opportunity for every graduate today to be prepared for the real world market once they complete their degree. And a number of institutes are adopting to this new age mm, teaching methods, and you're lucky that Waterloo is actually right on top of the co-op institute offering the co-op programs.
Yeah, like I think everybody here knows that I'm a huge fan of co-op program, which helped me pay
Yes.
most of my tuition fee. Otherwise, I would say it's not possible really to pay your
Yeah.
university
Yeah,
international
because
fees.
it's a big financial commitment, very big
Yeah.
financial commitment.
Yeah, and then there are obviously some challenges that I also faced personally when finding co-op because I didn't have any Canadian experience. That's where Beyond Visa's team comes forward and helps the students build the skills. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you can help prepare students for the co-op program?
Yeah, sure. Co-op program is actually employer is not doing you a favor. They're actually paying you, so they are very rightfully expect you to contribute and earn that. So and to be successful in that, they expect you to have certain skills. So with us, your journey starts with a strengths assessment. We do a strengths assessment, psychometric test for post-secondary students. We use Mindler to find out 5 aspects of their personality, like what's their personality quotient, what's their orientation, and what's their emotional quotient. So those kind of things we put together, and that is something that you can use in your CV when you are applying for your program to the university. So when we say skills to succeed, it is skills to succeed at every stage. First, to get accepted at the university. Secondly, to build up how to secure that co-op, and also how to succeed in that co-op. So there are three stages that we have the skills to succeed program that helps. So your journey starts with the psychometric testing with us. So we help you identify your true calling, and then how you can possibly use your skills. So based on those skills, you can choose your subjects, like perhaps for the course, what course you want to do, that you may be very well aware of. But then with aligning with the subjects will also be critical for that. And then secondly is that how to secure that co-op, because it's not guaranteed. It's like it's as challenging as winning a job. So this is where we prepare you for that how to pitch for your co-op. And then also this through our soft skills program, the top 5 soft skills programs sought by Canadian employers, we also prepare you for that. And then the part-time, because your co-op will come a little later in your program. So
Mm-hmm.
any part-time jobs that you're doing, that try to get some meaningful part-time jobs, so that that helps you to understand Canadian working environment as well, which you can take with you for your co-op.
Mm-hmm.
So we our skills to succeed program at the time of acceptance into the college, preparing for the co-op, and also at the successful completion of the co-op. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where we believe that we can really add value to students' endeavors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I really liked your psychometric test because that's what I didn't take when I was applying, and I applied in geography, like geography and computer science. When I came here, I realized, thankfully, my visa was not rejected, but I came here and I realized that that's not at all what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
And definitely getting first co-op job here in Canada without any skills, I think it's really hard. So yeah, I would recommend all the students watching, you should check their skills to succeed program. Their email and their call information is here, so you can contact them. But yeah, we'll start taking questions very soon. So what do you think, should we start taking some questions?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're more than welcome. But yeah, would really want to add value today that students are, especially in this is prime time, so they really want to get their questions answered. So yeah, let's get on with it.
Mhm. Okay, perfect. So our first question is from Arshit. How much will I get paid for first co-op in Alberta for computer science? Which is like very common question that I guess get asked, like how much will they earn? So that's something that we could talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends.
Mhm.
Computer science. If you're, if you can get some get accepted into a core program relevant to that, but for the first co-op, it's a very starting, so you can't expect huge pay. It will be maybe you could say 20% more than what you are, what the minimum pay rate
Mhm.
of that particular province. So be prepared for that. Don't totally rely on that you will be making mega bucks to fund
Mhm.
your fees. It will help to pay your fees for the subsequent, but first is very challenging, so be prepared for that. So I would say between $16 to $20 you can expect,
Mhm.
based on what, but like how you prepare yourself, how you present yourself to the employer, because it's very competitive. It's not that easy,
Mhm.
especially with the first one. So yeah, be prepared, but it's a good to have expectation of $16 to $20.
Yeah, I can add a little bit more. So with the computer science program, there's very high scope, but it really depends on the company. Your like whether you have, especially for computer science student, you need to have some kind of portfolio to show your employer. So it depends on what efforts you put into it, how your interviews go, and how which employer hires you. Depending on, some employers pay much higher, whereas some other employers pay like mediocre. So yeah, it really depends on you. So there's no such set amount that you will definitely get paid. Okay, and then our next question is from Sitakshi, I think. Is co-op available for nursing programs also?
I I doubt if
Mhm.
it is part of any co-op program, because nursing is a very regulated profession. So it's just, when you're completed, only then you will be able to work as a as a registered nurse. So we haven't come across any program, that a nursing program, that is accepting co-ops as well.
Mhm. Yeah, I think so too. There are so many biology programs, like
Yeah.
science related programs,
Yeah,
not.
applied science programs are definitely there, but for
Mhm.
the regulated professions, it is not a possibility. I don't think so. But if you do come across them, let us know, please, in your comments.
Yeah, definitely. So let's take our next question. It's from Krupa. How can we apply for the co-op program after we get our offer letter from the university?
Yes, it's a process. Like co-op is a partnership between the institute, the company, and yourself. So when you get accepted in a program which has co-op, built
Mhm.
into it, but then you have to go through a proper application process. It isn't any different than a job process, but your placement center of your university definitely help to help you prepare for that, give you the links or the list of the openings that are there, and then you prepare your CV accordingly, your cover letters, and you highlight your skills. It's just like, proper, like as you prepare for a job. So but one of the main technical thing is that you have to get your co-op permit sorted as well from the immigration.
Mhm.
That is requirement for this. So it's once you find your feet in Canada after you start your university, it's a good to get your legal status sorted as well. So once the opportunity arises, you are prepared.
Mhm. Yes, that's correct. So best, sorry, here. Let me add that. Okay. Can we apply co-op program in majors of forensic science, and what college would be the best for study forensic sciences? I think that's a very like detailed question, but yeah, we could talk about general science.
Yes, general science. If you're going for the university, like then all of the major universities have very strong science faculty. And forensic science, if you really want to do, please share your profile with us, and then we'll do some research with you, and we will present the maybe some specific subjects that you are looking for. We will help you find that which universities have stronger industry relationship that could help you achieve, really good career, make some good career progression on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we just answered question for Krupa, and she's saying thank you so much for such a great response. So I'm just forwarding you that.
Thank
Um,
you.
And our next question is, I had it here. Okay, they're coming so fast, so I cannot even read like all of them properly.
Right.
But yeah, so keep writing your questions. I'm trying to read as many questions as possible. So Devi is asking, what are some extracurriculars that we could do online?
Right. Online extracurricular, it just, the shift to the online world has been so swift
Mm-hmm.
since COVID, and even some of the co-op programs are run on online as well, because no direct contact, and so that a lot of work is happening there. So best extracurricular is that, I would say, be start your own blog, write something
Yeah.
up, write, and whatever knowledge you have acquired, and then wherever, at whatever stage you are in your learning journey, so you can start a blog and maybe inspire the people who want to join the same industry, and also you impart whatever you have learned, so that so you put it out there on the internet, so that it's
Mhm.
available for everyone, and that's the best extracurricular activity possibly you can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like to add a little bit more as well. As he said, we could do more something related to blog. I think even starting a YouTube channel is a good extracurricular that shows your public speaking skills, communication skills. So that's also something that you could do. You could start your e-commerce, which is also kind of a side hustle that you can do. So yeah, there's so
Definitely.
many things that you can explore.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering that. And the next question is from Kushdeep. She's asking, will I get scholarship? I've scored 90 to 95% in 12th, non-medical, and 100 in English.
Right. Yeah. First of all, congratulations on your academic accomplishment. You did really well, Kushdeep. And yeah, it's right up there. You do have chances, but scholarships are not just based on your
Mhm.
scores. It's a thorough process, and it's available on application. So you'll just have to apply, and then there are certain different streams, different scholarships. Some of them are available to you automatically as part of the selection process. So when you get in touch with us, we will process your applications, and then we can also help you with your scholarship options there. So as I said, that it's a personalized. We'll have to present your profile in a way that you do get some scholarship from the university.
Yeah, it's more based on your financial condition, like how you show them that you are capable student and that
Hmm.
they should accept you with a scholarship. So that's how you present them,
Right.
present yourself to them. That
Mhm.
matters.
Yeah.
Um, so our next question is from Amandeep, the best program for business without maths commerce student after 12th.
Right, right. So, so commerce is, as I said, it's commerce. Like so many different, fields can come in there. So, where the numerical, skills are not that much required. So you could possibly go for the management and the marketing sort of options, where you use uh, the other business skills, not necessarily the numerical, perhaps in the actuarial science or in the more of a accounting or analytics side of the things. So this is where you will find your acceptance a little bit harder. But if you go for more of a theoretical courses, as I said, the management related courses, this is where uh, you know your acceptance will be. Please do get in touch with us. Our psychometric testing, sorry, the career discovery report that we will prepare for you will help you identify your true strengths, and that we can match you with your course that you should choose, and that will also help with your acceptance in the university or college that you're going for as well. So one thing I want to add is that when you apply through Beyond Visa, we don't just randomly apply to the college with your academics and all that. So we do, when it's a complex case, we do present our own covering letter as well, and then also that career discovery report. We attach it with the application to the college. So this is where we are a bit different than the other consultant, that we don't just randomly leave you out there, but we do proactively put a lot of effort, so that your acceptance is fast, and also we can guarantee your acceptance in your desired program. So
Mhm.
please do get in touch with us, and this is where we're saying that students are so bogged down with, okay, whether will I get accepted or not. But we want to assure them that yes, we will work very diligently on their profile, and we will assure that they get admitted in the courses of their preference.
Yeah, so their email and their contact information is given down below. Make sure you give them a call or send them an email with all your queries, and they'll try to answer the best way they can.
Thank you.
Um, our next question is from Amrit. Want to join BSc nursing but don't have maths. What will I do? This is very, very common question that I always get
Yes, it
asked.
is. It is. Uh, the way the Canadian curriculum works for nursing is that it is identified that the maths is something that students need to have the knowledge of when they're studying their nursing. So one of the option could be the practical nursing. So practical nursing is you can get accepted without maths, and then after that you can go on your proper practicing. Sorry, the Bachelor of Nursing pathway. But direct entry into like Bachelor of Nursing uh, will be a little bit tough. Not many we haven't come across any institute that accepts candidates without maths, and that either you take maths as a subject or do the preparatory program, but there's no direct entry as such. But yes, practical nursing could be an option for you. What would you say, Harleen?
To be honest, I don't have much knowledge about this
Yeah.
field. Like I know nursing is in great demand, but not sure what happens like when you don't have maths, which is why I don't create that much content related to nursing, because
Yeah.
I don't have that much knowledge, and I don't want to give
Yeah,
them
yeah.
that
It's a very
information.
popular course for the students, especially what's happening in last 18 to 20 months. Due to the COVID, lots of demand, and even before that, healthcare sector is always on the lookout for more professionals. But yeah, please do get in touch with us, and we'll work out.
Yeah, and I think we answered Dia's question already. Is it good to do nursing in Canada after 12th? And I think it's a great
It
field.
sure is. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
it
great.
sure is.
And
And thank you for choosing that noble profession. And if you're compassionate, if you have that desire to help people, please do go ahead and make contribution to the well-being of mankind. Thank you.
okay, our next question is from Rajdeep. How can we get visa in business human resources without economics?
Yes, you can.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
business human resources. One thing I want to say is that human resources works very differently in Canada or New Zealand or Australia, for that matter, than it works in India, perhaps. In India, the human resource could be a very different profession. But here in Canada, for especially for the new entrants, for the fresh graduates, HR could be a little bit, you will get what you want, but it will take you a bit of time to find your feet. And, HR is more for mature people, and there are
Yes.
no supportive roles here in support roles available in Canada. Companies rely on their human resource managers or their team very heavily. So companies are a bit reluctant to hire fresh graduates in that field and support. So employability wise, the numbers could be on the lower side, but if you are really passionate to make a career in HR, yeah, please go ahead. And as I said, that get in touch with us. We will provide you the personalized career pathway report for you, so that will help you identify your options there.
Yeah, like this is not to discourage anyone, but
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
100% agree that HR is a kind of field which is a little bit hard for international students or freshmen to get in, because they hire mature people. So like later in your career you can definitely get into HR, give their exams and get into HR, but I feel like in the beginning of the career it could be a little bit harder, because there's no co-op programs available as well that could help you in this kind of field. um our next question is from Sahil. What will be the best co-op diploma course for medical student without maths? I think this is like common question
Yeah.
that we are getting
Yeah.
asked, but yeah, we can
Yes,
just.
and yeah, I think biotech is very good field where the biotech companies will get co-op students in for to help with their projects, and that's just one of them. And there are other other medical related and also pharmaceutical related program that could be there. Applied science is definitely a way to go if you want to get some experience and some quality education. I would say that the diploma courses in Ontario, the number of colleges offer that. So yeah, but it depends on your overall profile to ensure your acceptance.
Yes. And then our next question is from Lovepreet. And this is, I think, very good question. Is co-op program available for postgraduate diplomas?
Uh, yes, I would say not postgraduate diploma, but diplomas after graduation. They're two different, So sometimes people use it interchangeably. That it's not at the PG level, but then if you want to specialize in one of the field of your bachelor's, say for example, if you are a business graduate, then you can choose so many options into supply chain and project management. Yes, 2 years program are available at Lambton College, that they offer co-op 3 terms of your education and 1 term of your work experience in the form of co-op. So that is a really good option for PG, for the students seeking further education after graduation. I wouldn't say PG postgraduate, but after graduation would be a better term for that. So would you agree on that, Harleen?
Yes, I completely agree on that. I think that's a very good answer, and I think a lot of students are answer like saying thank you to you. Like we just answered question for Sahil, and he's saying thank you, sir, so much, sir, for answering my question. So,
Thank you.
yeah,
No,
I
no
think
problem.
that's a
That's what we are
very
here for. Perhaps, sometimes you find that my answer is a little longer, but to do justice to that question, I think it needs that. But this is what
true.
I'm saying, that these are the questions that it cannot be, and rather should not be answered in one phone call or one conversation as we are having. It's such a critical decision. So
Mhm.
please do get in touch with us, and we will thoroughly go through your profile and help you make better career decisions.
Mhm. Next question is from Gurbakh Singh. They're asking, does BSc Physics from University of Waterloo or BSc Maths have some scope? Like I can also answer that
Yes,
question.
you would be better in answering that, Arlene, I think.
So from Waterloo, I feel like BSc Maths is a good option because Waterloo is really good in maths. No doubt, it's really good in physics too. But physics is more like defined program, so getting jobs directly into physics could be a little bit harder. But maths could open like a lot of different doors for you, a lot of different options, career options. So I think maths could be a good choice, but depending on what you are most interested in, it really depends. What do you think?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the maths is the knowledge of maths can be applied in multiple fields, whereas physics is a little bit niche. So you have to be careful when making that kind of decisions. So if you are looking for more employability options, then go for something with a broad spectrum, as they say.
Yes, give me 1 second. So Gurleen is asking, but I couldn't see her question. She's writing reply me D, but I couldn't see your question. Could you please type again so I can take that question? Next question is biomedical from Devi. Is biomedical engineering a promising career in Canada?
Yes, it sure is. Regardless of, like, in Canada, it's just whatever you do in bio, the way it is uh, evolving the world around us. And yeah, definitely, it's a very futuristic and globally transferable skills. But at the same time, you have to make sure that you get most out of your learning opportunity at the institute wherever you will be going. So it's very demanding to study in that program. But if you have what it takes, then at the end of or completion of your program, you will be such a successful professional. So go ahead, please.
Mhm. Thank you so much for answering that. Next question. Finally, I saw Gurleen's question. Niagara campus also provide co-op program and courses. I don't know whether
There
it's a question. Yeah, I think it's a question.
Yeah. There are a couple of programs that they do provide, but but not every stream. So they are very specific in that, and some of their campuses are also specific in that. So please get in touch with us. That what program you want to go to, and there could be other colleges offering that program as well. If Niagara doesn't offer co-op, but then you want to do co-op, so we will help you find those options there too.
Yeah, so all the colleges have specific programs that are only co-op, so it really depends on what you are interested in. Next question is from Priyesh. Should I consider co-op program in Concordia University for MNG ECE program? Will French culture in Montreal affect this?
Uh, no, I don't think so. That the French influence got anything to do with the industry. It does help that if you have linguistic capabilities, and and then it just when we talk about the culture, you're coming to Canada, so wherever you will go to Canada, you first of all you will find that the cultural assimilation will be a little bit of a challenge, but yeah, French is something that it does add bit more complexity from linguistic perspective, but otherwise, Canada is very welcoming and very receptive people. So as long as you are willing to fit into the culture, they will welcome you with open heart and arms. So don't make this don't let this affect your decision. Go ahead with what you want to do.
Mhm. Yeah, that's like totally right. French could won't affect you directly, but it's good to have that skill when you come here because that will just make your life much easier. Next question is and it's I think a very good question. Samreen is asking how many hours can we work daily in co-op program? Even I can talk about that just in
Yeah.
little bit brief, just in brief. So in co-op program, you work full time, which is like 40 hours, 35 to 40 hours per week. So around 7 to 8 hours per day. And those are mostly paid. Like you'll be earning for those 7 to 8 hours that you're working for your co-op. So yeah,
Yes.
that's the answer.
Yes, 420 hours is generally the term
Mhm.
for,
Yes.
yeah, so that if you spread it across a quarter, so that's
Mhm.
about it. Yes. Thanks,
Yeah.
Aline.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, before we take any other questions, I have a question from you.
Right.
What skills do you think are important when you are applying for co-op program or when you are like, yeah, you're searching for a job in Canada? Like, what skills do you think a student should work on or what are like necessary?
Yeah, one thing is that communication skills. I think students have to be very clear here that the language and communication are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
So there you could have very good command on the language, but then communication could be a little bit, especially when you're young, and then uh, and especially with the first couple of co-ops, it will be very challenging. So to work on your communication skills, how you present yourself, and be a good listener, and at the same time, be a bit more receptive and participate as well. So that is one of the very key skills, and also show that you are adaptive. That solution based thinking, and that you need to present. As I said, we have a program called Life Ready, which is part of the Skills to Succeed. As I said, Skills to Succeed program has three dimensions. One is the study ready, in which students will find it very hard when they first come to Canada to adjust to the learning environment. The digital information credibility, plagiarism, APA referencing, citation, and all that. Yes, the universities will help you, but where we present you, we will teach all these skills to you in the combination of English, should we say, that you will get to know in your own language as well, so that you can apply it better. And the second is the job ready program, in which we prepare you for meaningful part-time jobs. And then one of the very critical element of that job ready program is the health and safety. So as you would have seen, Harleen, wherever you go, health and safety is very, very important. Not only that it is in a occupational or trades roles, but even in the office, health and
Mm-hmm.
safety is very big.
Yeah.
Your ergonomics and your, the way your the fire safety, your
I
first aid,
agree.
and those kind of things. So this is where we help you get those skills on your CV, so that employers see that you're not a burden on them. You're aware of that. Health and safety is a very, very big thing in this part of the world. So having awareness to that will be very, very critical for your acceptance. So when it's all about resume, building your resume as just a skill, what skills you need. So you
Mm-hmm.
need to see that your awareness, and be aware that what is expected of you. So you proactively put in your covering letter that's this is the role I'm applying for, and this is where what I'm bringing to the table, and that's where my skills and your requirements match.
Yes, I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
correct.
yeah,
There's just so many things. I think, yeah, health and safety is something that everybody should know and is an important skill. Like communication skills, listening, I think is also very important, especially when you're giving interviews. I think you have to sell yourself. That's what you're
exactly.
doing in an interview. You have to sell yourself. You have to show them that you have those skill sets required for the role, and practicing that, I think is very important, that you practice
Yes.
giving interviews with maybe your a friend or a colleague. So try to practice as much as possible, make your resume as strong as you can, put as many things as you have. So yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
useful information for all the audience.
Thank
um,
you.
let's get back to some of our questions, which is question from Sahil. Is it too late to apply for January intake?
It depends what course you want to go for. Some of the courses are still open, and it's a very tough question to yes and no. But please do get in touch with us, and we will assess your profile and help you. So this is what I'm trying to. I think Harleen, I think let's use this platform to say that don't rush if the program is not available in one term. Please wait for the next term. This is what I will strongly recommend. Don't rush into it, because 4 months from January to May is not going to change everything. But
Mhm.
if you just have whatever is open, like it's just that when you go to the train station, so be focused about your destination, not what first train is available. Not go
Yes.
for the first cab off the ramp. Just what is your
Mhm.
destination. So please be very mindful of that and make your let that anxiety park that anxiety and stay focused on the more important things.
Yeah, I think that's a very useful thing that you taught us, that it doesn't really, it's your career choice. Like you choose the program that suits you best, not like, okay, it's whatever program is available in January intake, I'll just take and go to Canada. That shouldn't be the goal. Goal should be,
Because it's a very big financial commitment, and
Mhm.
it can depend. Like for now, you could be, oh, I really want to get into Canada, but perhaps if you can't come in January, that could be a blessing that you don't have to deal with the Canadian winter, and then you come in the springtime.
Mhm. Okay, our next question is from Sasmitha. When should we start our process of application for 2023 intake? I think I really like people who are that advanced because they are that
Sooner the
focused.
better.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
sooner the
sooner the
better.
better. As I
Mm.
said, that so let's get the prep work done. As I said, that that the career discovery report and all that, and then we can identify which institute you want to go to, what is your preferred, so that we can get your application there well in advance.
Yeah, I think even like applying in advance helps you in a way that you get first come first serve, like scholarships or bursaries, whatever they have available, and
Yes,
you have time, you can build up your skills needed to get into a program or get into a university that is your choice, like dream university. So I think that it's a good time to start preparing your application right now.
great. Thank you.
Okay, our next question is from Jasmine. Can you please tell, do we need what do we need to do to become a lawyer in Canada?
Right, right. Yeah, so I really like when people, the Jasmine, you will be the flag bearer of of all of us going forward. If you do become a lawyer, because the way the world is evolving, uh, when you become a lawyer, it's just that you empower people.
Mhm.
Uh, so that you can practice your rights and also hold people responsible for what their duties are. So yeah, you want to become a lawyer. First of all, ask yourself why you become want to become a lawyer. So so if you really connect, so there are two pathways. One is that obviously you can go for full blown law degree, and then your uh, process to register yourself in the bar council and all that. But then one of the option that is such a young age, I wouldn't say that you should shoot for the lawyer straight away. Go for the paralegal. Get into the legal fraternity, make the networking, mature as a person, and then perhaps you can upgrade to the full blown law. So this is where, because it all comes with the maturity, it becomes with the age. But with due respect, Jasmine, I'm just saying that I'm not trying to discourage you, but I'm just saying that the paralegal to law could be one of the option there. Please do
Mm-hmm.
get in touch with us, and then we will help you identify the path that you could possibly choose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I haven't seen that many students doing law here in Canada, especially international students, because I don't know, either it's like expensive or I have no idea, but like it could be
Yes,
either
yes.
expensive or it's a long process.
Yeah, the
Studying law,
paralegal through that could be an
good
you can
option, right?
combine with your commercial law and business degree, and then you specialize in law later in your career.
Mm-hmm.
But again, as I said, please do get in touch with us, and we will help you with that.
Yes. Thank you so much for answering that. Our next question is, can I do co-op from Puneet? Can I do co-op with MBA without any work experience because I'm doing undergrad in India?
Right. Puneet, yeah, first of all, like, don't just go for the MBA straight away. In Canadian environment, perhaps, get some work experience under your belt. So
Mm-hmm.
and then perhaps go for the masters, because education is only 50% of your employability quotient in in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would strongly recommend, don't go vertical, go horizontal, and add some more applied skills. And you're straight out of uni MBA. We never promote that, and your acceptance could also be an issue there,
Mm-hmm.
because 3 to 4 years degrees and all those, it's very complex. There are certain universities that do accept graduates after 3 years of education, but perhaps not straight after. And also, as I said, that because Canada does provide very good options in terms of the grad certificate. So you come here, find your feet, add another dimension to your career portfolio, and then you can possibly convert that diploma into masters later on. You will carry some cross credits as well. So help us, to give you more streamlined pathway. So do get in touch with us, Puneet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even like for me, I want to do my MBA, but I want to get some job experience before I apply to MBA because I feel like now if I apply, I would be rejected because I only have my degree. I don't have any work experience.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, that's a really good advice. Next question is from Samreen. Can we do B pharmacy or Pharmd without maths?
Uh, and, yeah, you can. That you haven't done maths yet, but then if you do opt for maths as your coursework, some universities offer that program, and some of the institutes also offer based on their internal maths test as well. So it will depend what intake and what institute you want to go for. If we do have enough time to start the dialogue with the institute and secure you that placement without maths by adding on the maths or giving some qualification, like qualifying tests, so that could help. So please do get in touch with us, and then we can help. But if you want a yes or no answer, yes, maths is a prerequisite. But how do we tackle that? That is something that we can help you when you contact us, and we will personally assess your profile, and then we'll see what would be the best way.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of students do that. They don't have maths, but they tackle it in a way that they get admitted even without maths, right?
Yes,
I think
yes,
that
yeah, there are
it's a very
possibilities.
common thing.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Our next question is from Rajdeep. Which course is best for students who have passed 12th arts in maths? Like, I think
Yeah.
it's with maths, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And maths, yeah. Yeah, definitely. There are a number of options there that, especially maths opened. It will also depend what other subjects you have done. So we can see the correlation. If you've also done economics, then perhaps supply chain management could be a great option for you. And if not, then it will depend. Not only maths, what are the other subjects, so that we can see that, because universities or the institute don't just say what is your math score, but what other subjects you have done to complement that. So that will be the bouquet that we will be presenting, not just that one rose out of your of your bouquet that I've done math. So please, Rajdeep, do get in touch with us, and then we will help you identify what works for you.
I see the Jasleen Kaur. I have a like you're asking starting as freelancer in marketing management. I am not getting your question, which is why I'm not picking your question. But please clarify your question so that we could understand, because I see a lot of comment from you, but I cannot understand your question, which is why I'm not picking. So sorry about that. But could you please ask clearly ask what your question is so that we can choose that question. Let's choose our next question from Harshdeep Gariwal. Is there any diploma in psychology after plus two?
Yes, they are.
Hmm.
Yeah, but again, it's a very competitive field, and yeah, the acceptance and seats do get very filled very quickly, and it will depend also depend on what subjects you have studied in your 12th to be accepted in that. Yeah, it's a very futuristic field, psychology, and you can really make difference in people's lives. So yeah, congratulations on choosing to pursue further in the field of psychology.
Thank you so much for answering that. Next question is from Ishan. Masters in computer science with co-op after undergrad in India. I think that's a very good choice, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
it sure is. Yeah, yeah.
would you like to add a little bit more on it? I think he's more interested in masters with co-op program, and I think he has completed undergrad in India.
Yeah, yes, Ishan. Yeah, if you really want to make good progress in your career and you're ready to make that commitment, because it won't come cheap for sure. First of all, in a core program, and then your acceptance in a good university will also decide that what shape your career takes. So yeah, it definitely is a great option, the co-op masters, because this is when. You will start to experience what is actually required from you as a professional, and how do you gel into the projects and become part of the team. So masters with a co-op is definitely something that will set your career on the right path. But again, what university, what institute, your preference, what province, so we can help you get accepted in your institute of your preference.
Thank you so much for answering that. Okay, we are just taking some few more questions, like last questions. So please ask as many questions as you can, and we'll try to take. Just have few more minutes for this session before we end this session. So let's take this question from Jishnu. Can we do technical management course in Canada after BTech in India, and how beneficial is it?
Yeah, very good question, Jishnu. Yeah, yeah. I think the way the world is progressing, it's high time that we combine technology with and business together, because how you maximize the the technological advancements will be really good. And then BTech, I guess you're saying BTech in mechanical. If I could just use that as something to build around that. Yes. So applied business skills are equally important for a technical professional, so they can see that the sort of technical recommendations or technical work that they're doing, is it viable, is it how do you apply, how do you convert that into a business objectives, because at the end of the day the business wants to see that what you bring to the table. So having combination of technical and applied business skills will definitely put you on the right track. So again, you choose your courses very wisely. So where I see is that you should do two programs, 1+1, 1 year of your core skills. Maybe if you want to pick something like mechatronics or electromechanical, and then second with your management. So what will happen is that will give your degree in India a kind of a Canadian cover, so that it'll get accepted, and then you also complement that with your applied business skills. So yeah, so that will definitely enhance your employability.
Mhm. Yeah, I
And
think
as I
that's
said, we
something.
will the way when you approach us, we will give you that Strength Finder. The Clifton Strength Finder is world's leading career discovery tool. It's very well accepted in Northern America. More than 3 million people have appeared in that test and made better choice. But we provide this test free of cost to all our students as a gesture of thanks to for choosing us to be their career success partners. So our role doesn't end with the visa. So we are your career
Mhm.
consultant, and our visa facilitation is only part of our services and everything else. So that's why we named our company Beyond Visa. So yeah, we endeavor our best to help students, get best of, make most of the opportunities that lie ahead, and we don't try, hide the challenges that exist. So we want to put them at the front as well and help them convert those challenges into opportunities.
Mhm. Yeah, and your name says it's beyond visa, so it's not just visa. Visa is just a part of their process. The main thing that they're focusing on is guiding the students, which is why even I am collaborating with them because I think I can trust them as well. And then I
Thank
think
you.
I
Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah.
yeah, no problem at all. Next question is from Amitoj. Hello, Harlindi. I want to ask that can I pursue my further studies in Canada and I have completed my first year of graduation in India?
Yes, Amito, yes, you can, but I don't see that we will be able to make use of your first year graduation
Mm-hmm.
that you've done. We'll just perhaps have to, it would have definitely helped you to pick those skills, whatever you learned in your college in India. But for course selection and all that, you perhaps have to start as a post secondary student. And the 1 year that you've done, I wouldn't call it waste, because the knowledge that you would have gained, you could possibly, when you go for that, if you go for the similar kind of program, then obviously whatever you learned in the first year of your education in India, you will definitely find easier to do your coursework and in the very first year of a Canadian degree or diploma that you are trying to do now.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes you just have to sacrifice when you have to go further because yeah, that's what I did too. Like I chose a different program, didn't like it, and then I all my courses that I took in that program were not of any use to me, so I had to like sacrifice that. But yeah, that is something. So yeah, our second last question that we're gonna take is from Bhuwana. Which colleges provide postgraduate diploma with co-op program for supply chain management? Can I go for masters in SCM, supply chain management after my PGDM? Is it a good move?
Yeah, it's timely that this course question has come up. I'm a supply chain professional myself. I started my own journey from Sydney as a supply chain professional, and Juana, I would say that PGDM will do for now. Don't go for masters, because masters is more of a theoretical part, but supply chain is the skill that you need, very applied, hands-on skills, and your perhaps your industry accreditation through Supply Chain Canada or Apex will help with your PGDM. So you do get in touch with us, and I can assure you that you will not get better advice than I can provide for your supply chain career for sure.
Yeah, I think it's good to know from a supply chain professional who is also into this industry. And I think, yeah, Bhuvana, you should definitely contact them. They can guide you better. Okay, our last question where did it go here? Is from Iman. Can I get full scholarship with 85%? I'm also really active in my extracurriculars and community welfare involvement. Currently, I'm studying pre engineering.
Yes, it's a tough one, isn't it? Like, yeah, as much as you
Yes.
are in your extracurricular activities, yeah, definitely. But then 85% marks is something that perhaps you are a little bit shy of securing full scholarship. So be prepared to make some financial commitment there. I mean, I doubt that 100%, especially full scholarship, is especially very tough. So
Yes, I agree.
I would say that you have to perhaps make some financial commitment there,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't just go with the, if you can't afford university education right now. One thing I want to say is the associate degrees or diplomas are equally valued in the job market. Yes, the degree from a university is a premium, but for the fresh graduates, if for the entry level jobs, I think if you got what it takes, if you have overall personality, then the college diploma will equally help you to get your first job in Canada.
Yes. Yeah, I think that, yeah, and I think getting full scholarship is definitely harder in Canada because I feel like Canada is earning a lot of money from international students, so they don't
Yes,
really give any full
that's what
scholarships.
it is. That's what it is. The Skills to Succeed program that we have put together is actually inspired by Canadian support that they provide to their local students. Because but for the international student, there's no support available. So this is where, as a company, we have taken this proactive approach in providing support to the student. Because if Canadian domestic student are in need of those support, then international students are definitely need someone. So from a social perspective as well, we believe we have a responsibility to share our 25 years overseas experience with the students and give them the ground level realities and share our better understanding of education and employability landscape in their destination country. So but you might find some of our answers eye opening, but that's what we are here for. We are not just here to agree to whatever we are saying. We have to initiate that dialogue and then shake it a little bit so that you think about that how much commitment it requires to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think that's good advice. Thank you so much. And okay, this is definitely the last question. I really like this question, and I think that's very commonly asked question. Does university matter for jobs for undergrad in computer science? Do you think university's name matters?
Yes and no. I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes it could just be a tag that are good to have on your, especially with the computer science sort of thing. It just even in computer science, what do you want to do in there? That do you want to go into the software development or do you want to go into the engineering side of the things? If you want to go into the engineering side of the thing, then perhaps university could be a good option that you want to get
Mm-hmm.
into the research and that. But if you're going for the applied technology side of the things, then perhaps college diploma will be equally good because you will learn so much on the job and at the pace the technology is evolving. If you can't afford it, that you're still thinking that whether university or diploma, then you perhaps diploma will be equally beneficial. I wouldn't say that it's
Mm-hmm.
that you will be kind of anything underserved, but you will definitely get the skills required to be a successful professional even from a diploma.
Yes, I think that's right. It really depends on what you choose. Having a tag could be useful as well, but if you need more technical skills, even diplomas could give you those technical skills, and which could help you land a good job in your field. So yeah, I think that those were all the questions. So any suggestion, any advice that you have for all the students who are attending, would be really appreciated.
Now, first of all, thank you for connecting me with your audience. But for the last couple of shows, I've seen that you have a very very informed audience, and that inspires us. That yes, we are here to make contribution to aspiring students' lives. So it's a big opportunity and responsibility on our shoulders. So we do take that job very diligently, and that's our passion. So but from advice point of view, what we want to say is that skills to succeed, that program that we put together is very tangible skills that students need. So there are 5 stages in their student visa to PR journey. One is that what course, what institute, what province. Second is the visa. I think that's where the buck stops of all the consultants in India. That okay,
Mhm.
this is your course, this is your visa, see you later.
That's
But the
it.
next 3 challenges, where we very aptly and very rightfully named our company Beyond Visa, as the next 3 challenges. that
Mm-hmm.
we help students with. One is that how to assimilate in the Canadian learning environment, which could be a big challenge. Secondly, is the how to find meaningful part-time jobs in the relevant field so that you are not exploited, you are not vulnerable, so you have the skills. So we empower you with that. And then the third is the Life Ready program of ours, where how to assimilate in the Canadian culture, and what are the soft skills that Canadian employers are looking for. Not that you will need these skills at the end of your course, but if you have it now, then your co-ops and your part-time jobs will equally, you will do very well. So this is where we are saying that the Beyond Visa, giving you skills to succeed, is something that we are very proud of our services. And yes, you have a number of consultants in your perhaps home country. I wouldn't name them, but hey, they are giants in their own capacity. But what we are trying to do is, we could be a small company, but we are very professional, very thorough, and we give personalized advice to all your students. This is where I believe that we have a role to play. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to my channel and helping my audience answering their questions. So that really means a lot. And thank you so much to everyone joining. I thank you so much, Dia, for joining this session. I see you just commented. Thank you, Sahil. Um, yeah, so somebody just commented saying thank you for not replying. There's just so many comments coming up, and I couldn't reply to everyone. I'm so sorry. But Sahil is saying Nisha D, try to understand her time limit. So yeah, it's just so much questions coming up. I couldn't read all of them, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully we'll do another session soon, and I'll let you know about that. Until then, make sure you ask them. Their number is here, their email is here. Send all your queries and book a session with them. They can help you, like give you personalized advice. Until then, yeah, take care, and good luck with all your future endeavors. So yeah, bye.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye for now. Great. Thank
Bye.
you.